Is this thing on? Hello. So I'm gonna do a build stream today. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. I want to try to get the frame together and the feet and motor mounts and idler holders on. So double O, hello, Joe, hi. Not gonna talk to her. Billy, hi. Chaz, hello. Gavin. Ready to party like it's 1999. Well, we're ready to party like it's 2020 and we're all sick with COVID. So, I thought I would just start the stream by going through this box. So, I've tried to collect everything that I might need for this. So I have all the printed parts. I have the extrusions. I have most of the electronics, if not all of it. Only thing that I'm missing is the wiring. Hi, Michael. Hi, Rolo. Hello, Losink. Yeah, the color that I'm gonna go for this is this purple. It's kind of a pastel purple. I really like it, actually. I did buy it thinking that it was a bright purple, but it's not. I thought it was this purple. So, whoops. But happy mistake. I really like this. It's kind of a blue tint pastel purple. So I don't think I need to go through all of the printed parts. There's a lot of them. The big difference between my build and the original Mark II is I'll be doing a CPAP setup with dual 5015s and my old custom CPAP toolhead. I'm going for a screen on the front, and there's going to be a big change in electronics on this. So I'm just going to put this aside. If you have questions about these, just let me know and I'll take them up. So for anyone wondering, it's Form Futura Blue Lilac. That's the plastic, PLA. Purple, yes, I love purple. So I have my frame, and as most of you know, I do not do stock frames. I like to have a taller frame. So I'll be doing 300 on the verticals and 200 on everything else. So like that. Of course, CPAP, that's needed. I want to make some sort of sleeve for this to make it either black or purple at some point. Does the title say MK1 Part 1? Happens. It happens. Hey, girls. Screen skirt. I did share it on the Discord. Reason I haven't uploaded it to printables is that I didn't know if it's going to work with the screen. Like I physically didn't know if it was going to fit, and it does need some adjusting to fit perfectly. So I need to do those adjustments and then I'll upload that skirt. A D7, that's cool. So the thing about the screen, let's go through the electronics. I was really set on using this screen. The 12864. This is the Big Tree Tech version 2. Version 2. And the thing about this screen is that it doesn't really work with the SKR mini boards. So I needed to figure something out. And what I've done is I've done this. So this is an MKS skipper. So it has a integrated Pi. So I've never tested this board, so it's going to be a fun little project. So I need to fit this inside of the base with the power supply. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think I can do it. What's the point of the Mark II? Yes, it's about polishing the original design. So the Mark I 2020 was kind of the Z update where we added the geared Z and just some minor adjustments on the rest. And Mark II is kind of fixing the top part that we weren't happy with. The Rook prints great and it works great. It's just having that belt and extrusion at the top is kind of annoying. I try to alleviate some of the issues on Mark I by just lowering the front extrusion, but the belts are still in the way, right? So with Mark II, the belts are gone and the extrusion is gone. So yeah, new belt path. So there's no longer going to be double belts in the front, annoying your view. So the other combo that I was looking at doing is the TFT35 E3 and a SKR Mini E3 V2 or an E3. I have one of those as well. But this would need an extra Pi. And I want to try the skipper, so I'm going to go for that. I'll be saving that for a later build. Motors, I'm using my old trusty cheap motors. These were like $8 each. They are, let's see if you can read that. So they are NEMA 17s, of course, HS4401. They are 34mm tall motors. So they're not anything special, they're normal motors. But these have worked on my number 42 build. This is actually my number 42. And I hope that they'll do fine. If the CPAP lets me go as fast as I wanted to go, I need to replace those with something else. For Z, I want to try this. This is the extruder motor from the Sidewinder X1. Haven't used it for anything, so I thought I might as well try this on Z. If not, I have another one of those to go on Z. This will give me more space in the base for that big motherboard as well. Yeah, hot end, I'm gonna do a bamboo. It should be in the box somewhere. I'll be doing a bamboo hot end. That will be our main hot end for MK2 moving forward. The old CR10 style hot end will still be supported. I'll make a tool head, or I've already made a tool head that supports the CR10 CHC. But yeah, I'm gonna do the bamboo, mostly because Rollo has been talking about that bamboo hot end so much that I want to try it. And yeah, blind joints. Good one, Chaz. MK2 is all blind joints, and if you haven't seen it, I've made a video on how to do it. and it's literally the easiest thing you can do. And I did notice that I'm missing one of my holes, so I'll be doing that right now. Oh yeah, and power supply. I have this neat little thing. It's a 10 amp, 24 volts. So this is about half the size of a Meanwell 200, and this is 240 watts. So I'm a bit curious as to how this thing works. Rods and rails are basically just AliExpress stuff that I've had on my existing Mark 1. Oh, nice, Goldsilver. You should start getting serials for the other Rooks that you have. I think if you just register your serials, I think we're at 200. Just a hint. So I'm gonna check if my print is done. It's probably not. It's not done, so I'm gonna wing it. I noticed that when I got here, the jig that I have here is the prototype, and it's not ideal. But let's see. This is the one. So I'm missing holes here. So I technically just need one hole, but I'm gonna drill both of them just for if I'm gonna do something later, I don't have to drill it. So I have my prototype jig, and it works. The difference on the original, or the one that I published, is that it has spots for M5s on the sides. So you'll put an M5 on each side and T-nuts, and that'll hold it on while you drill the hole. But I'm just gonna use this. So yeah, let's find the drill and make a hole. So this will probably show you how easy this is, because all I need to do is hold it right there and drill. I don't have to do anything. So watch your ears. Yeah, the bearing is a smart move until it gets caught. There we go. So there's one hole. And it's literally that easy. It doesn't have to be precise. And a little bit of oil. Put the jig back on. Sorry. Yes, zombie. Power drills. There we go. Let's just get that. Good thing someone's wearing PPE, because I'm not. Just want to get this stuff off of here. There we go, that's it. So do that 8 more times and you have all the drilled holes. So let's just start putting it together. So I've already tapped all of these and the rest of these are drilled. So I'm just going to start putting in screws. I have my trusty screwdriver. And I'm using M5 by 10s. On a frame this small, I don't think that's gonna make any difference. I know Voron spec is M5 by 16. So I have tapped these for M5 by 20s, but so I like to just get these started first. If you can do this either outside in your garage or something, probably do that. Not on your desktop computer or something. That's a bad idea. So I'm just using a piece of extrusion to make sure these are square. Of course, I forgot. And just a little warning, I have not put this together before I'm doing this. So this is the first time that I'm putting together this Mark II. I just got done printing all the parts. So that's our rear frame. So what's everyone up to this evening other than wasting their time looking at me doing stuff? This is probably the most boring part of the entire build, so could have started with something more exciting, but starting from step 1, right? Printing purple Prusa parts? You're building a Prusa? Mark IV, I guess. And I do approve of purple, but you know that. Yeah, Michael, it's probably a good idea. So if anyone is interested or just wants to know, if not, close your ears. I'm going to make a full tutorial on how to build a Mark II, but it's not going to be this one. I'm most likely building another Mark II, and yeah, that'll be in a couple of months, I think. I'll do a full step-by-step tutorial on building a Mark II. Does the frame self-align? Yes, like Zombie said, if the cuts on your extrusions are straight, then yeah, it kind of self-aligns. You still need to make sure that your ends are flush so that there's no catching parts. Right now I'm just putting it together, and I'll fine adjust everything and make it nice and purty. Yeah, I don't have a flat surface, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Measuring and hoping that it's good enough. Granite kitchen offcuts are cheap. Yes, they are, but that's assuming that I'm willing to spend money on them. If I need to, I have glass panes that I can use, but I don't think I'm going to need it for this small of a frame. Because this is tiny. And just be warned, Galileo, she's right there, just mocking me. That's how you're mocking me. So I'm just going over each joint, making sure everything is nice and flush. And I'll probably just start putting stuff on it. No. So these extrusions are straight. They are from the Fabrico kit. But it's the Mark 1 Fabrico kit, so no pre-drilled, no pre-tapping. It's all just me. Little printers are easy. Yeah, small printers are easy to build. You can, like, this is all the surface that I'm gonna need for this build, and that's the frame, right? When I did my scalable, it's this big. Not as easy as to just flip around, and if you're doing something on the back side of it, it's easier to just walk around. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk around your printers. Last one, I think, maybe. Yeah, Rollo, tiny printers are best, unless you need big parts. But that's why you can make a tiny printer into a big printer with a scalable. As soon as someone sends stuff here, Rollo. She's ready though. She's literally jumping because she's ready. And she doesn't really jump, so. Okay. I think that's good enough. I don't trust this surface, so I'm just gonna. Oh, that's a surprise. It's straight. Yes, Zombie, you need to rebuild Rook number 1. Build it into a 2020 Mark II. And just as I said that, I got a message from Jason. Okay, that's the frame. That's it. That's all you need. And do remember, normal Rook frame is this big, not this big, because I'm not gonna say it. Okay, printed parts. So I'm just gonna start with the feet. I need to put in some heat sets, and then I can put these on. I'm probably not gonna put the Z motor mount on just because I need to put the gears and stuff in. So those three. And that one. Bigger is better? No. Not if you know how to use it. Yeah, I have one of these dodgy $4 AliExpress soldering irons, but it's only for heat sets, I promise. Only for heat sets. I just realized I don't really need heat sets right now, but I'm just gonna do it. So while I'm just doing the most boring thing ever, if you're not subscribed, it would really help if you did. It would make it easier for me to make more content, to work with companies. Right now, I'm working with Big Tree Tech, which is nice. So yeah, a like would be awesome, but only if you actually like it. Okay. Let's just start getting unsub. Well, if that's what you feel like, then I'm not going to stop you. That is Form Futura. Everything that I print is Form Futura. So front foot. So the PLA that I'm using is Form Futura. What's it called? Easy Fill blue lilac. That's a good question, Zombie. There is a link in my description on YouTube that should get you to my link tree, and that has everything that you need. Yeah, get the sweatpants. So the t-shirt that I'm wearing is not available because I changed my logo after I got my t-shirt. Oops. The new logo has a little bit more detail to it. And most of the printed parts for this were printed on my Mark 1 that's in our living room. The only things not printed on the Mark 1 is the skirts, and I have a big custom bottom plate. That's not printed on the tiny Rook, but it's printed on another Rook. Oh, if I just can remember where everything goes. 38. Ugh. That's even cold for me. So 38, that's 3 Celsius. That's sweatpants weather. For me, it's I'll consider putting on a jacket weather. If anyone's wondering, anything that uses a M5 with a T-nut is a M5 by 8. A good contrast with a black frame? That's a good question. I mean, anything bright would stand out. Oh, that color. Okay, yeah. I did want to go with black screws, so I have black M5s, but I forgot them. So I'm going to redo everything before the next stream. So if anyone wanted to see this, the new feet have this extension on them, and that's where you put the new power supply mount. So I made a mount to fit the Meanwell 200, and that's what comes in the Fabrico kit and in the West 3D kit. Like I said, I'm going to use a smaller one, so mine will go right there, and then my skipper is going here. So it's going to be tight, especially with the Z motor. So yeah, I'm really hoping this Z motor works out because it's tight. Let's just put that in. As long as there's more than 2 digits in the temperature in Celsius, it's shorts weather. So the second change that I made from Mark 1 to Mark 2 is dropping things. Is this hole right here. So because of the AC input that's going here, this guy, there's no room for you to sneak your wires in between this gap that used to be here. So I made a cutout on this end. So that should be enough to route your wires through. I'm going to find out in a couple of weeks when I start wiring this thing. So what can I do? I can get the feet, I think. So let's put the feet on, just so that I don't mess up my pretty printed parts. Or did I forget? Yeah, I forgot. So with these, the specific feet that I have, I need to raise my feet up, and I don't have the no. I don't have the parts to do that, so I need to reprint those. Let's continue with something else. Hi, Tegan. Hey, Puda. I didn't see you coming. Sorry. I'm blind. Let's do the top. Okay, so these parts are not even close to being the same as Mark 1. Tank trucks. I'm going to try to make this walk faster than the original Mark 1. This is the same serial number as the one that did that, so that could be fun. It's this guy. So yeah, I am going to attempt to make this walk faster than the original. It's going to take some modifying to make it do it, but might as well have some fun. Okay, so to identify which one is which between these two, this one has the tensioning bolt lower than this one. That's the only difference between them, really. And then left and right motor mounts, if I can remember how I made this. It goes like that, and we're done. That's it. No. My Z on this they're 300mm extrusions. So I have about a 220 printable volume. I know that Zombie did 250 on his, and he liked it, so I thought, why not just go 300? The difference in cost is nothing, so. Printing speeds. So first goal is to get it printing. Second goal is to get it printing at default Voron V0 speeds. And then I believe Voron V0 is 10K XL, and I'm going for 40. So quite a bit faster. My original printed Mark 1, the yellow one, it did 200 at 50,000 acceleration, but the part cooling wasn't up to do that. But this one will have CPAP, so probably going to do that easily, I hope. I think I'll be flow limited with the bamboo hotend, if anything. Yeah, get your extrusions and just cut them. That's easy. I have a couple just in the corner here. And I have a saw, yes. You order 300, that's good. That means you're gonna have a nice tall rook that actually looks like a rook. The Mark II extrusion kit does look really nice, yes. So if you're in the US, I highly recommend getting it. The colors that they have are amazing. I know Rollo has his kit, and it's he got the Mark I kit, and it's more or less the same. But yeah, it's a really nice kit. Nice and tight. Derek, hi. I'm going to use a clone bamboo hotend, but it's the one that you would put in a X1 carbon. So it's not the one with the V6 Mark 8 mounts, no. Puda, yeah, it is pre-tapped and drilled, and comes with the bolts. So it comes just the extrusions. It doesn't come with rails because you would get those in the kits anyways. So. Yeah, Fabrico kits are great. That's what my Mark 1 is. My Mark 1 is mostly a Fabrico kit because I got a pre-production version sent early. But yeah, it's a pretty nice kit. So I'm almost at my goal for today. There's a couple of bolts that I want to get in. So we're not going to go for like 2 hours today. Probably an hour and a half, maybe. Design extrusion for printing. I have thought about making or printing extrusions, yes, but not for structural things. It's more for practical, like a spool holder or a mount for a camera. I do have a stupid plan to print an entire Mark 1, Rook Mark 1 in one go. I have a printer big enough to do it, and I have the design ready to do it. So printing this basically in one go. I have the design. Yes, Billy, this will be completely open, just like you see it right now. There's nothing here. So the bed frame will go here, so there's nothing stopping you at all. At a large 3D printed flywheel, you mean the dry wheel for the Z-axis? Goals? Okay, let's start doing the ones that I don't want to do. Yes, the stock toolhead for this has a spot for LED. Rohan put a LED on his tool head. So we did keep that in mind. That's nice, Puda. That's actually one thing that I wanted to make a mod for, but then I got busy with designing the 2020 and stuff. Yeah, Gauss, for the printed 82 pulley is on printables, but it's not from one of us. There's a version that uses a GT2 pulley, and it works great. I'm using it on my Mark 1 right now. Only important thing is to make sure that your printer prints square. Maybe try the cauliflower test, because my ender that printed that pulley did not print square. So not functional. Well, yeah, I would not print. I don't see the reasoning in using printed extrusion as functional parts, or as the important parts. There would be better designs to print. Goes for that would require us either designing one ourselves or getting permissions from one of the other ones on printables to include it. So I think that would be up to Rolohan, but I think just getting the aluminium wheels are easy enough. So I have one on the way for this printer. So this one will have a aluminium 80-tooth pulley. And Gosfer, you experimented with the printed frame on your Bishop, didn't you? I remember it wasn't a complete success. We can design one, yeah. It's not difficult. Yeah, you had the printed frame. I think it's difficult to have a printed frame and still get performance out of it. I think there's better designs, but there's better printer designs to use as a base for a printed frame with printed extrusions. Yeah, open face printed. I mean, I did design a I have designed an adapter that would make these parts, the top gantry of a Mark II, fit on the original Rook. So I'm not sure if anyone's going to actually build it, but it does fit. Yeah, hybrid seems to be better. I did consider designing a printed frame with rods inside of it. They would be cheaper for some than getting extrusions. So open face belt path for OG Rook. That's not in the cards for us right now. It's not a thing that we're gonna focus on. It would be a cool mod if someone did it. That's why I designed that adapter, to put this on a OG Rook. If someone wants to try that adapter, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm not gonna say that it's going to work either. So. Yeah, the mod to do it is on the Discord. I won't put it on printables unless someone actually makes it and it works fairly well. But yeah, I have made a mod to fit the top from this onto a original Rook. It goes in the square hole. That's what I feel like right now. That didn't work. I think I might need to do some clearance on this. Well, that explains it. I actually considered making these through hole and put a heat insert on the other side, but good old T-nuts. So much easier. Two more. Two more. So, no part is a good part. Yeah. I think next stream, because I'm getting to the point where I wanted to get today, which is having the frame together with all the large pieces and make it look like an actual Rook frame. So I'm thinking next stream I'm going to start with the Z-axes and get that on there. I think that's one of the things that some people view as the difficult part. The only issue that I know is that I don't have that 80-tooth pulley, but I'll just print another one and use that for now. Cross-thread it again. There we go. This is the last bolt going in, so I think we're getting at a nice point, because the next step would take too long for me to do on this stream, so hey, thanks, Rolo. I need to get more comfortable with streaming. Rook IDEX. Well, IDEX, I don't think so. Tool changer? There we go. So that's the last screw. Let me just tighten everything up and then we'll get going. Okay, we have a frame and it does look like I thought it would look like. The purple and black combo is nice. IDEX Cappy, that would be cool. So I'm going to end the stream here. I don't think there's any point of me starting to do something and then just stop in the middle of it, because I don't want to stream forever. So next Wednesday I'm going to do the Z-axes. So that includes getting the rods in, the belt frame together, and get the bed frame on the rods, and then we'll start looking at the Z gearbox. And I'll fix the feet in between. I just need a printed spacer to make those feet work. And yes, Michael, I do think that's a good idea. Hit the like button. That would be awesome. And if you're not subscribed, please do. Like I said in the beginning, that does help me a lot to make more content. It's hard to ask companies for stuff if you don't have enough viewers for them. So yeah. So I'm going to head out and not be here